Hello, welcome to episode 315. We're going to be doing some experiments with speeding up crop growth. It's a bit of a tricky thing, really. What I've made here will speed up only carrots. So you're going to need a different controller for different things. And our sort of main limitation is you have to know where the carrots are. So you need to put markers on them, which means you're going to have to come up with some sort of system to place markers on carrots. Clearly, you can't just run around the world saying, is there any carrots near the player? Put a marker on them. Because that wouldn't be very efficient. But anyway, what we've got is we've got a little system that speeds up the growth of our carrots. There we go. That's nice and fast. If we want, we can go even faster. So I've got it set once every second at the moment. Let's set it like 4 times a second. Super carrot growth. Okay. Anyway, enough of that. Right. Let's get on and make it now. Okay. The first thing we need is a timer. Let's make a timer. And I'm going to have to say this isn't really the best system because it's only going to work for carrots. So I just thought since we're experimenting, I'll show you what I've been up to. Setup. Let's do scoreboard, objectives. Add a timer. It's a dummy. Done. Let's add that. Now to make things easier for myself, I'm going to give myself a spawn egg with a marker entity in it. Give egg so I can just slap them down wherever I want. Give the nearest player slime spawn egg. Use any egg you like. I'll give it a name. Why not? Display, name, I'll have some text, and I want it to be marker carrots, and I don't want it to spawn a slime, that'd be pointless. Let's give it an entity tag, and in the entity tag I want it to be ID Minecraft marker. And let's give it some normal tags as well. Tags. It will be marker for my carrots. Okay. Just go to the end so you can see the end. There we go. Marker carrots. We'll just say carrot. It's marking a carrot. Done. If we're going to have a marker, it's handy to be able to see them. So let's... No. Put a lever. Let's show the markers. Temporary command to show the markers while we're making the map. Execute at any entity. Probably whenever I type tag equals marker carrot, it's probably a good idea to also put in type equals marker. I think that might be efficient. Then we're only checking markers to see if they've got the tag. I'm not sure if that's actually more efficient. But we'll leave it there anyway. Run particle dust. We'll have it as red, no green, no blue, size of 1 at those coordinates. Small on the X, small on the Y, small on the Z. No speed, 1 particle. Make it repeating. Turn it on. Okay, let's put down our little marker. So I'm going to put that down and put the marker on top of the full block because farmland is a bit lower. And I want my marker to be in the carrots, not in the farmland. So that's why I've done that. And now let's make a controller. First thing I'm going to do is increase the timer. So we will scoreboard, players, add, crop, timer 1. And then how often do I want this to grow? Let's say every second. Execute. If score crop timer matches 20. Oh, yeah, that's a fantastic bit of typing there. Matches 20 or higher. Run scoreboard. Players reset. Crop timer. Done. Let's just turn that on. Now 8, 18, and back to 3. So that seems to be working. Right. Now what I'm going to do is, if this is successful, so every time this one runs, we'll have a conditional. And I'm going to check to see if my carrots are fully grown. Now we've got different ages and different growth states. Age 0 is the first stage of growth. Age 2 and 3 is the second stage of growth. Age 4, 5 and 6 is the third stage of growth. And age 7 is fully grown. So I'm going to check for age 7. I will execute at any entity tag equals marker caret if the block at that entity is carrots, its age equals 7. We will run summon an item at those coordinates, but just a little bit higher. We'll go 0.5. What are we going to summon? I'm going to summon an item, and it's going to have some motion. It's going to have no motion on the X. It's going to have a little bit of motion on the Y, so it pops up in the air, and no motion on the Z. What item do I want? Well, a carrot would be a good idea, since that's what we're growing. So, Minecraft carrot, and don't forget to say how many, otherwise you won't get any. Okay, that seems alright. So if it's fully grown, summon a carrot. If we summon the carrot, then we're also going to want to set it back to age 0. So we'll execute. Now this time I'm saying as entity tag equals marker caret at S. And the reason I'm doing that is because I want to be able to target the marker in a minute. That's why I've said as. If block at those coordinates is carrots, age equals 7, then we are going to run set block at those coordinates carrots age equals 0. Now, we have a problem here because the next command is going to say, well, if I find carrots age 0, then make the carrots like older. Make the carrots age 2, because that would be the second stage of growth. So we've got a problem. Otherwise, because what's going to happen is it's going to run through them all at once. It's going to say, oh yes, it's 7, I'll set it to 0. And then straight away it's going to say, yes, it's 0, I'll set it to like 2. Oh, it's 2, I'll set it to 4. And it's so it's going to happen instantly. So here, I'm going to use the timer command again, the timer scoreboard objective again. We could have a separate objective named something like has carrot changed? But let's be more efficient. Let's reuse our timer. So I'm going to store success score at S. That's why I needed to run it as the marker. Timer. So now that marker has a 1 on it. Okay, so basically that's saying, yep, I've changed to carrots. I've changed to carrots, and all the commands that are going to follow are going to have a look. Have I already changed to carrots? If I have, then I'm not going to change them again. That's the idea. Okay, next one. Now this block here is conditional. If this one runs, this one runs. This block is conditional. If this one runs, this one runs. I want this block to only run if this block runs. So I can't set it to conditional because it'll be checking that block. So I need to leap over and check this one. So we're going to check its success count, which is the same effect really. So we'll do fill tab, tab, tab and get the coordinates. And we'll execute as any entity tag equals marker caret. Yeah. If block at those coordinates is a chain command block, well, it definitely will be. But the thing we want to check is, does it have a success count of 1? So if it was successful, then we'll execute at ourselves, at the marker. Now we have to check, have I already changed the crop? So, unless score at s timer matches 1. So remember this timer, we're reusing it. We could really name it something like has crop changed. It would probably make it clearer, but I'm being more efficient and not creating another scoreboard. If block at those coordinates is carrots, age equals 0, okay, then we will run set block at those coordinates, carrots, age equals 2. But this command also has to tell the next commands if it makes a change. So before we run the set block, we will store success as a score for yourself, timer. Okay. Carrots age 2. Now what I'm going to do, right, that's good. We like that one. Now we're going to copy that, control middle mouse and just slap the whole thing down. There we go. And we're going to go in here and say, right, okay, well, how about if the age is 2? Well, if the age is 2, then set the age to the next growth state, which happens at 4. Done. Now we're going to put another one down, so let's copy that one. Control middle mouse, put it down. Then let's check the next growth stage. So if the age is 4, let's set the age to 7. You're fully grown. Now, there's no more commands after this one. This is the last one. So this one doesn't have to say if it's changed the carrots. So what we can do is we can remove this little bit here that stores success. There's no commands coming that will care. So there we go. Done. And we will now remove scoreboard, shift home, scoreboard, players, reset for all entities whose tag equals marker carrot. We will reset their timer. Remember, that's not a timer. That is just saving whether the carrot has been changed. Now, if you had a map and something was incrementing the timer, this would ruin this system. You would be better off having a separate scoreboard. Done. Okay, so I think we're probably going to work. 1, 2, 3, fully grown. Pop. 2, 3, fully. Yeah, okay, that's definitely working. Right, what about problems? Now let's speed it up as well. Why not? Let's put it onto 5. Now, you're probably not going to get the carrot naturally growing in the time that this is taking to do this. But if you had this running slower, let's say it was taking 10 seconds between each stage. Now, what you could find is that it jumps from, let's say it's currently on age 4. And in between your command running, it naturally grows to age 5. These commands won't check it, because remember, we're only checking for the age of 4. So it's going to be stuck until it naturally goes to stage 5, and then it's still going to be stuck until it grows to stage 6, and it's still going to be stuck until it grows to stage 7, or age 7. You could get around that by just repeating this command and have one saying if age equals 4. Copy that command if age equals 5. Copy that command if age equals 6. So you could do that. That would get around that. I think the biggest limitations of this system really are it only does carrots. You cannot pop this down for potatoes because it's just going to say, well, that's not a carrot. So you would need one of these for every different type of crop. That's one limitation. Also, let's just, hey, I didn't want to put you there. Let's kill you. Kill entity tag equals marker carrot. Limit equals 1, sort equals nearest. Let's put a few more down and just check that it's working. Let's have that many. Okay. One there, one there, one there. And we'll switch you out for farmland with a carrot on. Okay, actually, let's have them all running at different times. Let's turn that on. We'll put that on there. Oh, look at this stupid thing. You're turning into... Stop it. Okay. Well, it doesn't seem to be doing anything at all. Well, that's very strange. Have I broken it somehow? Let's go here. Limit equals 3. Does it not... What have I done that seems to have broken? Oh, of course, I changed its timer to... Problem solving. What did I do? I changed the timer so it runs every 10 seconds. Of course, change that back. Oh, do I feel like a numpty? Yeah, definitely I do. Okay, let's put those timers back. Or those markers back. There we go. And we'll put some farmland down. Let's turn it on. Let's put one there, one there, one there, and one there. Okay, so it's doing them all individually, which is good. So we've discovered one limit of the system is this only does carrots. And another limit of the system is, obviously, it will only run where the marker is. I mean, I can't run over here and stand next to these carrots. Nothing's going to happen. There needs to be a marker there. So if you're making some sort of growing mechanism where the player is able to speed up the growth, if they can plant the plants wherever they like, you're going to have to find a way of putting a marker down at the crop. And how do you do that efficiently? That, I'm afraid, I'm not 100% sure. You can't have the player running around and constantly check all the blocks around them for them. Go, oh, there's a carrot there, I'll put a marker there. And then later on, oh, there's no carrot there, I better take that marker away. That's just not that efficient. But anyway, enough of that. This is what I came up with just from playing around with a bit of crop growth. And I thought, it's sort of interesting. Someone might be able to use it for something. I mean, if you had a cookie clicker type of game and your crop place was defined, you can only plant in a certain area. This is the area for your carrots. This is the area for your potatoes. Cool, this will probably work for you. And then you could have multipliers to speed up the growth and stuff. You might even want to put a sound in. I think you'd probably put a sound in after here. Should we try it? We should never experiment on camera. You know we shouldn't. But let's try and put a sound in. Why not? Let's take... So we're summoning the carrot here, yeah? And this is when it's resetting the age. So we could probably do it after, in between them or after that one. So let's copy these last 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And knock them off. There we go. Now the coordinates of the block they are checking, remember they're checking that block. That's a hard-coded coordinate, so that will still work. Let's get another one. And we'll make this conditional. And I suppose... Let's go here. Execute at tag equals marker carrot if block is carrot age 7. That's probably enough. Yeah, let's copy that. Copy. Let's put that in there. Run. Play sound. What's a popping sound? I have no idea what a popping sound is. Entity. Dot. Oh well, I'm going to go with item taken by an alley, maybe. Let's see what that does. Item alley. Item taken. Played on the master channel for all players. At those coordinates. 1, 1. I don't know the volume of this one. Okay, let's try that. Let's turn this back on. Oh, it's very disappointingly quiet. Are you playing the sound? Did you play the sound? Oh. Well, it won't be age 7, will it? Because we've just changed it to age 0. So this will probably have to say if it equals age 0. It's not the sort of popping sound I was expecting. But anyway, we successfully managed to get a sound in there. It's a bit weird. Let's turn it off. Right, that's enough of that. We've just been doing a bit of crop growing. No point keeping you any longer. Okay, take care. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.